Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. He hath bore me 1,000 times upon his back. Hamlet, the graveyard scene, can't remember the act. But who said you couldn't be semi-cultured watching the Coffee Bush Kid? We'll leave him to rest.
Yeah.
G'day folks, this is the Coffee Bush Kid in Central Vic. I am out where I've got a couple of snake buckles before, where the ground is heavily scarred by bloody pigs sticking their picks and noses into the ground. We're going to see what else they've left behind and what I might have missed, because not only am I out with the Manticore, I've brought my mate along as well. Yes, the 8x5.5 inch coil down there from Minelab. What I have done, I want to run you through my setup that I'm going to go with today, and I'm just going to be in all-terrain general. But first off, before we start up, I've dropped my sensitivity down to 26. In fact, for the purpose of the exercise, we could be 25, we could be 20, it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is straight away I'm going to hit my horseshoe button, because I want to find a quiet piece of ground. And I have searched around a bit, and I'm going to deem that this one here is a quiet piece of ground, because you can hear all that all around everywhere. There's all sorts of other noises. There's my quiet piece there. Mustn't lose that. Alright, so I've decided this is quiet. What I'm now going to do is go back to the horseshoe button, so I've got my discrimination in. I'm going to keep raising my sensitivity. Alright, we can hear it being a bit chatty there now. And drop it back to 28. Yeah, I'm going to say that's it. Oh, no, okay, 27 then. So, we'll call 27 the sensitivity for the day. Now I'm going to start doing my startup process. This is something that Sid's been working on England's history. So now, we'd go through our normal. I might increase that back up to 20. All-terrain general. Noise cancel. Off we go. I might just see what it comes up with. Good, 7's it. It lasted there a couple of times, that's fine. Now I'm going to do my ground balance. Now, the reason why I looked for a piece of ground, and we'll stop there, a piece of ground that didn't have any iron or anything like that in, so that when I do my ground balance, it's on nice quiet ground. So that's what we're going with. So it said 14's good for us today. Jolly good. Recovery speed of 5. Ground shallow. I might drop that or increase it to 6. And that's all we're going to do today. I just want to play around with that initial setup to see if it improves the day. Someone might get a bit of enthusiasm and do that too. It might make their day a bit better. Back to the main screen. We are now going to go off and try and find something. Well, here's an interesting one. I've got it this way. As that. If I come around this way, I can only pick it up. And that makes a liar of me. Could only pick it up one way. But interesting nonetheless. So we will dig it and find out what we've got. The ground is hard. It's not that deep. It's not like where I was up in Beechworth. Okay, we are out. It's certainly making the noise that it wants to be found. Can't see the rim of a shotgun shell, which is a good thing. Oh, there we go. Right, quieten that down. And there's our target. Pistol shot? Yeah, we'll say pistol shot. Oh, unfired by the looks, which is good. Didn't go through anyone. All right, we'll keep going. Here's one we'll investigate. I've got this signal this way. Yeah, all like those numbers. If we go this way, get that one in there. I think this other one was up at here. I can't get that one too much that way. Well, I couldn't before. Anyway, we'll have a dig there and we'll see what we come up with. Is it just steel? Right, can everyone see that? What little delicacy have we found? Oh, what about a miniature rivet? Look at that. A little mini one. Huh? So I think there's a bit of steel and there's a bit of copper there while we were being given those targets. Or the ID numbers, I should say. Anyway, we'll keep going. It's cute though. Annoying, but cute. Oh, let's see what we've got on this one. It was up in the 40s when I first started swinging on it before I dug. There we go. Oh, shoddy end. Whose is it? May as well look at it while we're here. Canuck from Canada. There we are. I wonder how old that one is. Dare say we'll probably find out. Anyway, we'll keep going. It was up there where I got my snake, or one of my snake buckles. Just down here, out of there, solid 19, 2 bars down. Woohoo! And look at this. Look at that. I can tell you it's not a hammered coin. Oh, and it wasn't even a buckle. I mean a button. It's a little ring. A little ring thing. Won't. Oh, just goes on the tip of my little finger. Won't go on it. Oh, can't even bloody do it. Anyway, enough mucking around. A little ring. There's what we found. That's what you get for a 19. Well, I could hear that you're all a bit disappointed that I found that little ring. That it wasn't what I thought I'd promised you. So, just to make up for it, there we go. A little 2-holer with some writing that's not even legible. Well, that might actually be London. Oh, who knows? It's a 2-holer though. They're not that common. I'll find one for you. There you go. That'll make up for the ring. Well, I got an 18. It was solid. It was 1 bar down. It was sitting in there. It was a boot scrape and all that. Yeah, it turned out to be that. And I thought, I won't bother filming that. Yeah, a little bit of, as they would say in England, a little bit of nonsense. But when I started looking at it, see how they've got the folded over sides? And that little thing there? I reckon that is the other half to a corset fastener. So you would have had the steel bar on the other side of what looks like the keyhole escutcheons going this way, and that's what those little things clip over. We'll probably be within half luck of potentially finding one of those here, and we can test the theory. I've never found one, and I reckon that's exactly what it is. How cool! I'll keep going. Well, how good is fate to us? Down there, 26. Only a bar or so down. Yep, you know, we're just digging the small stuff with the mate coil. Well, you know how we got that and how I said, oh, geez, I reckon. Well, guess what we found? Yep, we got ourselves a corset fastener. How brilliant. And I'm doing all this through the viewfinder. Look at that. There we go. That stays on there. If I do that way, the head is big enough to not, oops, where are we there? Not come out. Now these are two different styles, but it still proves the theory. That's just bloody brilliant. I'm really wrapped with that. As I said, that one's been riveted onto the steel. This one has been crimped over the steel. They're two different styles of corsetry. Listen to me, the fabric man. Anyway, that's quite cool. We will keep going. This was a 58. A couple of bars down when I first dug into it. Now look at it. Listen to it. Oh, smell it. I haven't seen it, but I'm just about willing to bet that that'll be a threepence. Can we see it? Can we? No, I can't. Oh, it looks a bit big for a threepence. And it's coppery. Oh, and it's buttony. But he says, oh, bugger, it's a plain one. Oh, well, look, there's the shank. We get points awarded for that. That's a nice shank too. But it's a plain one. Ah, at least it could have had something good on it. But it's a good solid one. Hay fever. Anyway, we will take that. Oh, you know, I haven't even found a 4-hole button today. We've got you a 2-hole button and a shanked button and some sneezes. Oh dear. Anyway, we'll keep going. It's a nice one actually. Oh, I think it was a 23, 24 down there, hidden underneath that piece of glass. What's that? Probably should be using my other hand with the sun being the way it is. That's a little watch winder. Actually, let's do it this way. There we go. No shadows now. That's a little watch winder. We are just finding all the little trappings of human life. They're not, you know, if we sold them, we wouldn't get anything much for. In fact, bugger all for them. I think we'd get laughed at. But they are all just interesting little bits of how people back in the 1860s, 70s, 80s lived. Corsets, watch winders, buttons. There's lots of glass and crockery here. It's a great little human story. And what else will pull out the ground? Well, just wandering sort of back towards the vehicle there in a roundabouty fashion. I'll run over this. I wonder what that'll be. We are near a bit of a mullock heap there. So you all have had to have lived here somewhere. Have they dropped us a silver coin? Who knows? What did we get last time? We got a button, didn't we? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's dig me all day long. But what have we dug? Oh, there's what we've dug. at that. It's got a hole in it. Chinese coin. Wow, that came in high. And that's in good nick too. Look, I can't quite remember. I think it's the 1662 to 1722 or something like that. That is a really, really nice condition Chinese coin. That's a ripper. That's about the age we usually get around here in the Goldfields. Don't usually get too many going back past 1662, but the characters on that are just absolutely magnificent. If you wanted yourself a Chinese coin pendenty necklacey thing, you wouldn't go too far wrong with that one, I'll tell you. Oh, you know what? Let's just bloody brush it up. I'll be back with you in a tick. Alright, there we go. That's one side cleaned up. That's the side that tells you what mint it was minted at, whether it be the Beijing or wherever. I'm not up on those. But look at that. Look at that. That's just absolutely glorious. You'd have to be happy with that. And you know what? We are. Bloody great. Anyway, we'll keep going. Gotta have a look at this one before I head back to the ute for the day. Big splodge. Sounds to be a big signal. What's it going to be? A big buckle? Oh, I can't see anything there. So seems like we've shifted it. Who knows? Oh, I do. I reckon I know what that'll be. That's a hell of a big bloody musket ball. Sprue's been roughly cut, hasn't been used. That's a hell of a thumper. Alrighty, we'll keep going. And there in the distance is the grey shrike thrush. Let's see if we can see what he's up to. They have an absolute beautiful song. And if you whistle back at them, they can come quite close to you. He's just getting some seeds. They're a rather drab bird, but oh geez, they've got a beautiful song to them. Nope, he's too busy eating to join in. We're just quietly getting our way towards him. He's going to fly in a tick. We're in the shadows. There we go. Oh, you hear that one? That was one of them. Seems to be a lot of them around. It's a great spot to detect out around here. Just the bird life. As if on cue. We'll keep going. Well, I'm normally a gravity type guy. If there's a dwelling site, I'll go below it. But I just happened to look up here and I thought, you know what? I don't reckon I've swung up here. And as I'm making my way up, somewhere here, I got that signal. Did look a lot nicer and more 60-ish. There you go. So we will have a look together at what that is. What are we going to say? Now, some of you are going to go for silver, aren't you? Have we got a big musket ball? Have we got another Chinese coin, which came in at much the same signal yesterday? Who knows? But I reckon we are going to know in probably under a minute. Can't see anything there. Too small for a big cricket belt buckle. There we go. We are still. That's the one. We are still in the hole. And there's nothing wrong with after you've dug something to still be in the hole. Rightio. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Do you know what? Did anyone mention button? In fact, did anyone mention a gilded button? Because I can feel the shank underneath my finger. There we go. Now, what the big question is though, is what is on the other side? Is it plain like that other one? Or have we got the likes of an anchor? Or nothing? There's something there. What I might do is we'll stop right there. I'm actually going to get the toothbrush, softer bristle. We'll have a go at it and see what's there. Be back with you in a tick. Okay, we're back. I've just been reading this because we've started off zoomed in. Treble, standard, extra, rich. Now, there you go. That gives it away. Have a look at this. There we go. That's gild work. But look at the pattern on that. Look at the patternage. It nearly looks like a sunflower, but they're not. Very unusual. I can tell you right now, I've not got one of these. So that's amazing. So you got the little dimples there in the centre, making it look like the centre of a sunflower, but they're not. It's a glorious little button. Amazing. Anyway, we will keep going. We got that. And I said, oh, geez, you know, wouldn't it be cool if we got a corset fastener? Well, we did, but it was a different type. But look at this. There we go. I've got a corset fastener. I've just found that. Came in at 22, 23. And look, it's got those same turned over clippy bits for holding onto the steel or the sides of the fronts of the corset. And if I can do this one-handedly, it's all through the finder as well. There we go. That goes through there. And there's no way that's coming out. Oops. So yeah, that's the two of them, the matching pair. Very, very happy with that actually. That's as cool as. Yeah, very happy. We'll keep going. Just a quick show. 14, 15, 16. Yep, there we go. Just a little one, but it's the 4-hole button that we were missing. We've got it now. Let's keep going. 40, 42, just beside these rocks. Thought it was going to probably be a shoddy end. But instead it's that. You'd almost say it was a draw pull, except for the fact that that's facing the wrong way. Don't know what it is. It's a bit of fancy, but I don't know what it is. But it's still very, very cool. Yeah, there's been multiple people go through here. I've been through here with the bigger coil. But I'm just taking life easy. Mooching with me, mate. And yeah, we're just pulling up little bits of humanity everywhere we go. Whether they be buttons or corset fasteners or metallic objects that I don't know what they are. Anyway, it's a nice afternoon. We'll keep going. Well, I got a 25, 26. Now that it's out the ground. Oh, there you go. Still got me 25. And look at what we've got. Yep. Never ever tire of finding these. A thimble. And as far as thimbles go, even though it has got a nasty little kink in it, that's not badly squashed. Certainly not silver. It's a nice shape. Long finger. So yeah, very cool. We'll put that in the container and we'll keep going. Just in there, 59.61. But it was a long splodge. Oh geez, what can that be? It's that. That's a toe cap. And look at that, it's got most of the nails in it too. And I'm not even half sure that that isn't still a little piece of leather still in there. Yeah. Toe cap, stop the toe of your boot wearing out. I think that just fell out then. Might have just been dirt. Anyway, that's what that is. And we will see if there's anything else in the ground. Well, with the bird calls and the sun thinking about setting and where it sets, we might call it quits for the day. In fact, for this video, it's been a great couple of afternoons out, only 2 afternoons, and we have just been taking our time with the mate coil in amongst places where lots of people, including myself, have been. And we've still pulled out some nice bits and pieces. Corset fasteners, flash gilded buttons, got a thimble, got a beautiful Chinese coin. Just mooching around where everyone's been. So, I think we've done quite well. Anyway, as we head back towards this, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. And we'll catch you next time.